If you've been using Ableton 12, you might have noticed that the new browser is amazing, but is creating duplicate samples in your sample library. This has been happening to me, and I even spoke to Ableton support, and they weren't super helpful and said this is how it operates. But I do have the answer to fix this problem. And the innocent culprit might be just how you have your Ableton Places set up. Today I'm going to walk you through exactly what happened with me and my problem, and how I ended up fixing it so you can do the same thing. Before we get into the video, I just wanted to drop you guys a quick message. Did you know that over 90% of the people that frequently visit this channel are not yet subscribed? If you're one of those people, I encourage you to please hit that subscribe button. It's the one free thing that you can do to support this channel and help me continue to make videos just like this one for you. So if you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button, and thank you so much for supporting Distinct Mastering. I truly appreciate it. Okay guys, so the core issue of why I was getting duplicates in the Ableton 12 browser was the simple fact that I had my main drives listed here in my Ableton Places. Now, if you watched my video on importing Ableton projects and tracks, I do commonly like to go back to older sessions and easily drag things into current sessions. If you missed that, I'll leave you a link down below. It's one of the best Ableton features. Because I was indexing this whole drive, it was looking at all the stuff that I've used collect all and saves for. Now, I'm not going to explain what collect all and saves are in depth, but for those of you that don't know, it basically collects all of the samples and all the Max for Live devices and everything and puts them into one folder of that session, so that session can move along and you won't be missing any documents with it. So basically, as you see here, I just re-added these, and the Places is spinning and it's indexing every sound on the sound library and production library. That means that my Max for Live devices were getting duplicates, and you don't see them now, but if I was to just be scrolling through some of these packs, you would see a lot of duplicate kick drums that I was using a lot because I was doing collect all and saves, and you know, it just started becoming a bit of a mess. I even had a conversation with Ableton back in February on the issue at hand and how they should exclude anything from your Ableton projects from your library analysis. They said, you know, when you perform the collect all and save, can you let me know which options you have selected? Because you can actually, as you see here, turn off files from user library. But I personally don't put all my samples into my Ableton user library. My Max for Lives are in there, but that's not how I operate with Ableton Live. I keep my user library, I do keep clips, I do keep some things in there, but all my sample packs and all my samples are in their own folder. That's just always how I've done it. And as you can see here, they said that that is unfortunately the current expected behavior, although we definitely understand the wish for duplicates not to appear in the search. Thanks for bringing this potential improvement to our attention. I filed your request for this added functionality, and it will be brought to the attention of the team. You'll be notified if this feature is implemented in a future release of Live. Well, I probably should get back to them and let them know I found the issue. I liked to be able to go into my Ableton sessions and drag something in if I needed to. You know, it's as simple as it's not indexed, you don't see the Ableton project yet. Unfortunately, it's not easy to do that right now, so if I do need to do that, I just have to index that one session and then I'm able to drag what I need in. But the workaround and the fix was to just remove the production drive from my library, and I don't really need the whole sound library drive. I already have the sample packs and all the different packs that I use. So I recommend just putting the direct folders that you need, that you want Ableton to index, and that you want the browser to build a library list. I've actually been going through and tagging all my sounds, and in the new recent update, they do auto tagging, but it's not always right. So I'm still going through and doing all of my sample packs and getting everything nice and tidied up. So like I said, every solution has its pros and cons. The pro is I don't have to look at the duplicates. The con is I can't just easily get to the Ableton sessions and drag tracks or the whole session into a project. But my workaround has been just to go to the Ableton project I need and add that one project for the time being, just like this. And then you can see it showing up there. Well, I added 2 of them by accident. And then when I'm done, I just remove them. And it's as simple as that. So yeah, Ableton Places isn't broken. Just understanding how to set it up properly so that it avoids the collect all and save is truly the answer to making your life not so much of a nightmare when it comes to the Ableton 12 browser. Have you guys had any other experiences with this issue or any other workarounds that you've found? Drop me a comment down below and let me know. If this video helped you organize your sample nightmare, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the Distinct Mastering channel. That bell notification will keep you up to date on new videos, and dropping me a comment will also help that little YouTube algorithm, which really helps me keep supporting you guys with new content. And if you want to dive a little bit deeper into the Ableton browser and learn about one of my favorite things Ableton can do, make sure to check out my recent video on importing your projects into Ableton. Also this week for members, I'm going to be giving away a PDF showing exactly how I like to structure my Ableton projects. Some people